making a child's birthday a little more special, or helping someone have the perfect anniversary. Everything we do at American Greetings makes people feel better. They laugh and feel good inside. For nearly a century, American Greetings has been making people all over the world feel good. Our story truly is a tale of hard work, talent, and vision. It began in 1906 when Polish immigrant Jacob Saperstein began selling penny postcards from a horse-drawn wagon on the streets of Cleveland. In a family business, everyone helps. When Jacob was bedridden with the flu in 1918, his 9-year-old son, Irving, made sure Christmas and Valentine cards were delivered. By age 12, Irving was keeping the company books. He would later become company president. Even during the Great Depression, American Greetings flourished. They said people bought milk and bread to feed their bodies and greeting cards to feed their spirits. By 1940, company sales exceeded $1 million, and shortly thereafter, production facilities expanded to a 6-story, 200,000 square foot plant in Cleveland. Throughout the 50s and 60s, the growth continued. In 1950, American Greetings went public and issued its first over-the-counter stock. That was followed by the construction of a 1.5 million square foot world headquarters building in Brooklyn, Ohio. The next 2 decades also brought phenomenal success. Licensed characters like Holly Hobbie, Care Bears, and Strawberry Shortcake became household names. In 1982, American Greetings joined the prestigious list of Fortune 500 companies. The family legacy also continued when Irving's son-in-law, Maury Weiss, was named president and CEO in 1987. Under Maury's leadership, company sales continued to grow sharply over the next decade, reaching $2.16 billion by 1997. Over the years and across the generations, American Greetings has evolved into much more than a card company. In fact, our corporate family now has 13 members, including Carlton Cards US, Canada, and UK, AmericanGreetings.com, Balloon Zone, Magnavision, Guildhouse Candles, Designware, Plusmark, Learning Horizons, AGI Schutz Merchandising, John Sands, and Garant. But despite this impressive growth, American Greetings is still a place where making people feel good remains job one. Our products define and express the emotions of our times. Today, the company is poised to reach even greater heights as a new generation of leadership has emerged. In 2003, Maury's son, Zev Weiss, assumed the position of CEO, while another son, Jeff, became president and COO.
You know, the American Greetings story is pretty amazing. What's even more amazing is that we get to be a part of it. Just like you, I'm a part-time merchandiser. I get to work with all of these great products. And in my own way, I play a pretty important role in my company's success.
Every day in some American Greetings account, there's a mom looking for a card for her daughter's first birthday. You know that card will be kept in a scrapbook forever. It's up to us to make sure she's able to find just the right card. And when she does, that's a pretty good feeling.
So sit back and relax. Over the next hour or so, I'm going to show you what I do as a merchandiser. I hope you enjoy watching, and I wish you lots of luck in your new career. Have fun.
Before I start explaining your specific job duties, let's talk about your daily work guidelines. Keep in mind this video is only a companion to the training manual. Consult your training manual for further details. Also be sure to ask your area supervisor about any updates and revisions regarding policies and procedures. And remember, your area supervisor ultimately determines your work schedule and duties. Please follow the schedule assigned to you. The key to a productive work week is being flexible with your hours, following all the safety procedures discussed in your training manual, and communicating with your area supervisor and territory lead. Your area supervisor will provide you with a merchandiser schedule for each of the accounts you service via the Voice Response Unit or AG MerchNet website. To effectively use your allotted hours, you must time your store visits to coincide with order arrivals. Order notification enables you to determine when orders have arrived or are expected to arrive at the store. You can access order notification or your schedule in 2 ways. Call the Voice Response Unit at 1-800-378-6729 or log on the website agmerchnet. The address is printed here on the screen. Both options require you to enter your employee number, PIN, and the store's account number, chain and store number, to learn your schedule and the expected or actual arrival dates of orders. Order information is available when an order ships, arrives, and for 7 calendar days after the arrival date. If you have any questions on how to prioritize your week, call your area supervisor or territory lead. American Greetings is frequently complimented on the professional appearance of our employees. We know you will help us keep our good image. Show good judgment in personal grooming and selection of business clothes. Be practical and conservative in your work clothing decisions. Your dress choice should reflect that of the account you are servicing. Extreme styles like miniskirts or midriffs are not acceptable. Always keep safety in mind when choosing your wardrobe. Very loose clothing is more likely to get caught in things such as floor polishers, trash compactors, and other equipment you may be around. Also, open-toe shoes or sandals do not provide adequate protection should something fall on your feet. During installations, always wear heavier, more protective footwear. It is the company's decision to determine if an associate's appearance is inappropriate for the workplace. You may be sent home to change inappropriate attire, so leave the novelty t-shirts at home. Finally, your supervisor will provide you with an apron or badge. Wear them with pride as they tell everyone you are an employee of American Greetings. Obviously, following security procedures is important. Failure to do so may be misunderstood as shoplifting and could subject you to losing your store, immediate dismissal, or other disciplinary action. You are only permitted to take certain things into or out of the store. You may take your car keys, a notebook or folder, and work-related materials. Never take your purse or bag into an account. Always lock them in your trunk for safekeeping. If you need money, carry it in your pocket. If you're like me, you love shopping. However, the only time you should shop in an account is after you have signed out at the end of your day. And never take anything out of the store unless you have a receipt for your purchase or you have an okay from the store manager for items such as caption strips, flags, or other items. This is a serious matter. Always go out of your way to ensure store personnel knows that you have made a purchase.
Now let's take some time to get to know how each area of the department is arranged.
Every department has freestanding 4-foot inline cabinets. Cabinets can also be called fixtures or display fixtures. Everyday greeting card cabinets are identified by a single or double letter beginning with A, B, and so forth. Keep in mind, we are in a Kmart store. The actual setups in the accounts you service may be slightly different. On the bottom of cabinets that can be opened, the area is called understorage. In some accounts, this area can be used for your forms and supplies. In a limited number of accounts, you can also keep extra merchandise. For better organization, always clearly label your understorage areas so you can quickly find supplies and merchandise. Likewise, do the same thing in your backroom storage area. This is a best practices policy. All cabinets have rows that are divided into display pockets. The pockets are numbered in sequence. For example, if the cabinet has 103 pockets, A1 is located in the upper left-hand corner and A103 is in the bottom right-hand corner. A caption locator card is a plain card having a colored bar printed across the top with the everyday caption. For example, humor, birthday, and even from the cat. In addition to cards, American Greetings also features a variety of non-card merchandise, also known as accessories. This includes items such as gift wrap, bows, ribbon, cellos, and party goods. Some non-card merchandise such as gift wrap or bows does not fit into a card pocket. The space used to display this type of merchandise is known as a bin or a hook. Numbered divider clips create and identify each pocket by separating the cards. They are placed so the divider clip is to the left of the card and holds the reorder ticket. Display hooks and bins for non-card products like bows and bags have labels. The products are labeled to match. These labels identify both the cabinet letter and pocket location for the product. The stock control diagram is your guide to the layout of the everyday department. It shows you the correct location of all everyday products. For non-card merchandise displayed in bins, reorder tickets are filed in the reorder book. Now let's take a look at our cabinets, beginning with Cabinet A. The stock control service under storage area is always in Cabinet A. Keep the following items in this cabinet: account service record, also known as the 301, note paper, the reorder book and container for pulled tickets, stock control diagram, bulletin board user instructions, account labels, chain operations manual, hang tag and hang tab repair kits, scanner labels, the service drawer organizer, and the order stratification schedule. Credit under storage area is kept in Cabinet B. AOC, or allowance for outdated cards, is kept there. AOC is product that cannot be sold for a variety of reasons, like being soiled or damaged. Also, AOC non-card product is stored in Cabinet B. Please note that because we are in a Kmart store, which is actually a scan-based trading account, the setup seen here is for demonstration purposes only. Keep the envelope kit with open stock reorder tickets in Cabinet C. You'll use the envelope reorder form to reorder particular size envelopes as needed. Fixture accessories and sign under storage items are kept in Cabinet D. These items would include caption strips, caption locators, numbered divider clips, additional hooks, cleaner, and paper towels. Anytime you need additional supplies, feel free to contact your area supervisor or territory lead. There is a pattern to your workday called the Best Practices Merchandiser Service Cycle. As soon as you arrive in the account, sign the vendor notebook. The vendor notebook is a written record showing that we are keeping our promise to service the account. At this time, you may want to grab a shopping cart. Be sure to immediately let store personnel know you have arrived. Keep in mind, in order to avoid wasting time searching, the person you contact does not necessarily have to be the store manager. Also share with them what you plan to accomplish during your workday. Now you can go to your department and get started. Go to the service drawer organizer in Drawer A and sign in on the SA301. Check for notes that your area supervisor might have left behind. These notes will help you decide where to begin. Read your chain bulletins, most recent merchandiser memo, and territory newsletter. They provide you with information such as upcoming sales dates or instructions to pull an item from display. It's also good to remember global, chain, or territory messages from the bulletin board or specific messages from your area supervisor. In fact, you should review communications prior to coming to the store. Now get an envelope kit and garbage bag.
Okay, now we're ready to start assessing the needs of the department.
For example, here the roll wrap is low. So once I complete my assessment, I'll go to the back room to see if I have a delivery and back stock of this design. To begin, there are two clean sweep procedures. One occurs when there is no delivery, and the other happens when there is a delivery. Before you begin, always remember to use proper lifting procedures to avoid strains and sprains. Follow these procedures. I do have a new delivery. First, I check to see if it's one or multiple orders. I do this by looking at the invoice number on the shipping label. In this instance, I have only one order. If I had more than one order, I'd combine them. Lay the carton of cards down on its largest side and look for the words "Start Here 1." Before we continue, here are a few important notes about knife safety. Cut around the edge of the box and take the top off. Locate the packing slip, set it aside, and give it to the proper store personnel. If the cards are out of order, sort by sequence number. Do this sorting off the sales floor area. Now bring the product to the card department and perform a clean sweep. First, match the product ticket to the card package. Remove the cellophane from the package of cards. Simultaneously stock new cards and place new tickets for each package. Once you've completed stocking the cabinet, working in an S pattern, you will straighten, remove AOC, pull tickets, replace envelopes, and collect shop backs for that cabinet. Shopbacks are misplaced cards. Shopbacks and AOC can be placed in the same pile. Make sure your damages are turned face down to easily recognize them later. Move on to the next cabinet and continue the process. Sort shopbacks by caption after you complete your clean sweep on all everyday cabinets, then place the cards in the proper locations. If you have not received a delivery, perform a non-delivery clean sweep. For a non-delivery clean sweep, you'll pull and stock any required back stock. Next, beginning with everyday cards, you'll quickly straighten the cabinet, remove AOC, replace envelopes, and collect shopbacks. Typically, you will not pull tickets unless this is your last visit or call of the week, if you haven't had an order, or if this is your last visit prior to the order stratification date.
There are 3 times when you'll pull tickets. The first is when you're putting away a new order. The second is your last service call of the week if you have not already had a delivery for that week. The third is the day before your order stratification date. The order stratification dates will vary for each store.
Now that we've completed the everyday section, we're going to bring the seasonal displays and outposts up to standard. Begin this step by straightening and replenishing outposts, temporary displays, and end caps by using card and non-card products from understorage or back room. Set up or take down temporary displays and end caps as needed. As you end the service cycle, there are several other follow-up procedures you need to do while you're in an account. The idea here is to be thorough. Walk through the department and throw out any garbage. Follow store procedure for trash removal. And put away your back stock in the back room or under storage. Before leaving, complete the account service record and obtain a store signature. Finally, mail any reorders you may have or scan and transmit them with your scanner. Now that we've discussed the service cycle in detail, let's look at some individual areas in depth. One of the greatest responsibilities you have is ordering all of the everyday product. Every stock-controlled item has a ticket that is used to reorder that item. Each ticket has a barcode to scan. This is how we generate orders. Here's a tip. When you have inventory in understorage, turn the reorder tickets around, blank side toward you. When the product sells down, this will alert you that you have additional product in backstock understorage. New product can be brought out from understorage before reordering. There are several other areas of the department that require special straightening, such as gift wrap. Align rolls so that they are stacked neatly with the designs visible and the labels are upright. Place bent flat wrap packages in the bottom of the bin where they will straighten themselves. Reorder tickets for flat wrap, roll wrap, ribbons, bows, boxes, bags, and enclosure cards may be stored in a reorder book. Sometimes party goods get damaged. To determine what constitutes unsaleable merchandise, ask yourself this question: would I purchase this in its present condition? If no, remove the merchandise from the display and place it in the AOC understorage box or other designated area. Keep bows in the color sequence shown on your merchandiser setup instructions. Bows may be hung on hooks over the gift wrap display or displayed in cabinets near the gift wrap. Maintain ribbon in the color sequence established in your merchandising diagram. Relocate misplaced ribbon by color and type. A location label marks the location of each color. Be sure to remove unsaleable items just like you did with party goods and rotate your stock. Cellos include invitations, thank you notes, and announcements. They are usually merchandised on hooks. Candles are easy to straighten. Using your eyes, scan the entire display for items that have been left in the wrong place. Use the location labels to put them in the right bin. Align them in straight rows front to rear, making sure the wrappers face forward. Starting on the left-hand side, finish one fixture at a time before moving on to the next. Remove any candles that are faded or are otherwise unsaleable. Relocate misplaced non-card shopbacks by product category. Location labels mark each location.
Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about invoices and packing slips. As we discussed earlier, these are typically included inside the first carton of your order. If you cannot locate the invoice in this first carton and your store requires a copy, please contact the call center.
If you are working in a supermarket, like we are here, ask the receiving manager, head cashier, or store manager to to stamp and sign all invoice and packing slip copies. After they've been stamped and signed, give the original invoice to store personnel so payment can be processed quickly. If your chain requires, fill out the invoice receipt log for each new invoice. Immediately mail the duplicate invoice and packing slip to World Headquarters. Be aware that some supermarkets check in orders before you get to the store. Be sure store personnel stamps and signs the invoice and packing slip. The store should retain the original copy and leave the packing slip for you, either in the service understorage area or the store office. When merchandise is received in an account, a selling price is printed on most packaging. However, depending on the account, some non-cart items need to be priced or repriced. Because there is no universal repricing method, ask your area supervisor if and how it should be done in your accounts. Each stock-controlled item has its own reorder ticket. You should be familiar with the information printed on the reorder ticket. This is what each area of the ticket represents. A is the account name, including the chain and store numbers. B is the ticket processing year. A single slash equals odd years, and X equals an even year. C is the pull point number. Pull the order ticket when you find this number or fewer cards in the pocket. D is the last date this pocket was reordered, including month and year. E is the location of the product. A letter indicates the cabinet, the number indicates the pocket. F shows the number of pieces or items in the unit package. G is the retail price and product description. H is the product number, which is also printed on the back of the product. I is the quantity changes. Check to order more than one unit of this product. Do not use this area unless instructed to do so by your area supervisor. Finally, J is the scanner barcode. Keep in mind that bending a reorder ticket or putting unnecessary marks on it might cause the scanner to reject the ticket. This will necessitate a manual entry of the pocket location only. Destroy tickets are included with a product during the initial setup to identify location only. Discard these tickets that say destroy. Open stock tickets come with everyday merchandise that is ordered using order copies instead of stock-controlled reorder tickets. This product should be worked up by caption or category. Ask your area supervisor for additional directions. Tickets used for reordering envelopes are also open stock tickets. American Greetings assures the accurate reordering of greeting cards through its automated inventory system, also called AIM. Under this system, computer-determined reorder points are assigned to many stock-controlled products. To determine which pocket uses AIM, look at the pull point box. If a number appears, it's an AIM pocket. If the box is empty or an asterisk appears, it's a non-AIM pocket.
In recent years, American Greetings has introduced the most advanced trends in automated business transactions. These systems include scan-based trading and point-of-sale replenishment.
If you would like to view the entire POSR SBT video, ask your area supervisor how you can obtain a copy. In our overview section, we briefly showed you the non-card reorder book. This book is used for products that do not have space for reorder tickets. The reorder book contains slotted pages that hold reorder tickets. Each pocket in the book represents a bin location on the fixture. Each time a ticket is pulled for reorder, the date is recorded. Every time you pull tickets, you need to place an order. Scan the barcode on each reorder ticket with your scanner and then transmit the order to World Headquarters. After you have sent the order, you can verify that it's been transmitted by checking list files. Next, rubber band the tickets together. Write the transmission date on the back of the ticket in the bundle and file them in the cabinet A under storage. When the merchandise arrives with new tickets, throw away the old tickets. When an order arrives, you may need to sort it. Before we review the sorting process, please note that orders with 100 or more packs of cards usually do not need to be sorted. Occasionally, you may receive an order of up to 100 cards that are not sorted. You will be alerted to this by a label that reads, "Unsorted, sort by sequence." Otherwise, sort by cabinet per best practices. Begin sorting in the back room by laying the box flat on one of its two large sides with the taped ends facing out to the right and left. Cut the box open away from yourself and remove the box top. Glance through the cards to see if they are out of order. In the majority of cases, it is not necessary to sort the entire order of cards if only a few random packages are out of sequence. If the cards are out of order, sort them by sequence number. When two separate card orders arrive, look through the cards in both boxes. Begin sorting the cards by cabinet location. It is not necessary to sort the cards numerically within cabinet location. Take the entire cabinet location of cards from one box and move it into the other. In other words, all the cabinet A's should be together in the same box.
Up to 40% of your card department's total sales comes from seasonal cards and accessories. Your efforts in keeping seasonal displays neat, full, and looking fresh is very important. Upon arrival of a seasonal order, here are the procedures you will follow.
A seasonal takedown involves taking down the current seasonal display by removing the caption locators and envelopes simultaneously by 4-foot section, and then removing the cards. To begin, follow these procedures. Set up an area with 2 bags or boxes in front of the first 4-foot section. The first container is for holding envelopes and caption locators to be thrown away. The second is for holding cards. At the first 4-foot section, starting at the top or bottom, with both hands, pull out all the caption locators and envelopes. Collect as many as possible before discarding them. Repeat this procedure until they are all removed and deposited in the garbage container or box. Next, in a scanner account, using the same process, collect as many seasonal cards from a 4-foot section as possible before placing them in your container. Do this until the entire seasonal card section is taken down. In a non-scanner account, price point the cards in the card tier before placing them in a box. Set the cards aside in the box until the proper time to issue credit. In rare circumstances, in a high-volume account, 2 people may be working during the seasonal changeover. One merchandiser should take down the section while the other works the everyday or begins the setup process as soon as the 4-foot section is clear. Do not work the same cabinet together. Prior to takedown, you will have located your shipment. Each shipment will have from 1 to several cartons. The label on each carton is color-coded to identify the season. The label also tells you how many cartons are in the shipment. For example, in a shipment with 21 cartons, the 16th carton will be marked 16 of 21. It is important to count all the cartons to make sure you have all of them. The shipping label will also show what type of order you have received. If the box is labeled D, this is a Display Me First box, and O is open stock product, and S includes all non-card products. Inside carton 1, you should find the invoice and possibly the seasonal card return form. In some stores, you will receive the seasonal card return form with the invoice instead of by mail. Check with your area supervisor as to which process applies to you. The seasonal merchandising diagram shows exactly how the display will look. Based on the seasonal space in your store, you will use the correct footage to lay out your seasonal cards. Make sure you read all the information on this diagram, as instructions may vary by season. The industry code, captions, and number of designs to display for each footage are also printed on the instructions. Spot check the seasonal order to make sure it matches the sequence in the diagram. If necessary, sort while in the back room before taking to the floor. Before you can start a seasonal setup, you need to understand the 4-digit display code on each card package. The codes on the seasonal merchandising diagram instructions match the first 2 numbers on each package of cards. These 2 numbers represent a caption group such as Just My Style or Juvenile. If the caption code is not listed on the product information label, refer to the back of the card to quickly identify caption. You may find numbered or blank divider clips already on the cabinets. If not, locate some clips in your service under storage area. To complete a seasonal setup, follow these procedures. Use your shopping cart to hold the seasonal cards and an empty container for garbage. As per best practices, starting at one end of the seasonal section, get a package of cards, remove the cellophane, and place the unwrapped package of cards in the pocket according to the seasonal merchandising diagram. Place more than one package of the same design of cards in the same pocket, being careful not to overstuff the pocket. Make sure to place all the discarded cellophane in your waste container. Adjust or install pocket clips. Repeat these steps until the entire seasonal section is properly set up. Install caption locator strips and any other point of purchase material. If your account receives right angle flags, place them at eye level and above. As seasonal cards begin to sell down, refill the pocket using additional cards stored in the cabinets under storage. As you get closer to the holiday, your goal is to get the entire product on display. Don't forget to refresh your seasonal outposts and super trays with product. Super trays are discussed in depth later in the video. Now that you've completed the changeover, let's discuss seasonal credits. To issue seasonal credit with Scanner, scan every piece of seasonal card product. Make sure to scan the entire UPC code, including the supplemental code. When you're done scanning every card, the scanner will give you the quantities per price point and a total. Record this information on the seasonal card return form. Once the store has signed the credit, you can destroy the credit. Next, drop 4 red dye tablets into a bottle of water and shake it up. Take the product and the red dye to the dumpster where you will destroy it. For seasonal credit without a scanner, tally the card product by price point and record it on the paperwork. After the store signs it, destroy the product. For seasonal non-card credit with a scanner, scan every piece of non-card seasonal product. Complete the paperwork. Box it up and send back or destroy it as directed by your area supervisor. For seasonal non-card credit without a scanner, tally the product by price point and record it on the paperwork. After the store signs it, box it up and send it back or destroy it as directed by your area supervisor. For everyday card and non-card credit with a scanner, scan every piece and box it up. The scanner will tell you the total number of pieces. Record and date the number of pieces on the box and set it aside. Wait for your area supervisor to issue credit to the store. The area supervisor will destroy the product. For everyday card and non-card credit without a scanner, organize the AOC by price point. Tally, box up the product, and date the box. Agree upon a place for the area supervisor to retrieve the tally. Sometimes non-card accessories are shipped in a cardboard display called a super tray. Your store may refer to them as shoppers. Super trays can be displayed on feature ends. Super trays are also displayed by outposting on the floor. The products in a super tray can also be removed and placed on display shelves throughout the store. Here's a list of suggested places to display your super trays and products for effective sell-through. Notice how they can change from holiday to holiday. Consult your area supervisor or territory lead for additional ideas. Now let's set up a super tray. Super trays typically are packed in 5-foot cartons marked for the season. Promotional super trays may arrive as part of your everyday department as well. To begin, cut open the super tray on the top, the front, and the bottom. Since super trays are packed for optimal shipping space, separate the packing materials and set them aside. You will have to unload the product and re-merchandise it according to the instructions found inside the box. Ideally, this is done in the back room. For safety and convenience, place the unloaded product into a cart. The instructions give specific locations for both hooks and products. Following the instructions, assemble the base. Keep in mind the base is not needed for an end cap. Securely fasten the empty super tray to the base. Determine where the product should be placed. If you have product that sets on hooks, as in this instance, count the perforation marks for the hooks. Then place the hooks in the perforated holes. Now place the top hooks. Now place all the product. Once the super tray is filled, determine the best way to bring it to the floor. For example, you can carry it by hand, use a shopping cart, or a flatbed. In fact, whenever possible, flatbeds are an ideal way to transport merchandise. Complete the setup by placing the proper signage and price labels if necessary. During your department clean sweep, don't forget to straighten any outposts. When a super tray sells down, replenish it with new product. If the original super tray is still in good condition, there's no need to replace it. Additional super trays not in use should be stored right side up on end. This enables more easy removal. The American Greetings electronic reorder program collects data using a handheld computer called a scanner. It reads information stored in the barcodes on account labels, everyday reorder tickets, and UPC barcodes on the back of everyday and seasonal card and non-card products. You will transmit scanned information to American Greetings World Headquarters each day you work. Here are some basic features of the scanner. You should familiarize yourself with the following keys: on-off, shift, no, end, arrow, enter or yes, space. You should also be aware of these components: display screen, transmit plug, wand inlet, 25-pin I/O port, also called the charger port, and the scanner wand. It is important to become comfortable with the keyboard. The keyboard is used to report time worked. It can also be used to input data when a barcode will not scan. The scanner wand is attached by a cord. It can be detached from the scanner just like a telephone cord. The scanner wand has a reflecting eye that reads the barcode label. The wand works best when held like a pencil at a 30 to 45 degree angle. Move it quickly across the barcode from left to right. The wand only emits a red light when the unit is in the scanning mode. To read a barcode, the tip of the wand must softly touch the barcode. There is no need to press hard. Always begin in the white area on the left side of the barcode and end in the white area at the opposite side. Don't drag the wand too slowly. Most failures occur from too slow a scan, not too fast. When a scan is successful, the scanner emits a short beep. If the wand fails to read the barcode, you will not hear a beep. In addition to the scan wand, the keypad can be used for manual UPC or ticket entries. Before transmitting to World Headquarters, connect the scanner directly to the duplex adapter inserted into the wall jack. American Greetings provides the duplex adapter and the telephone cord. First, unplug the phone cable in the wall jack and replace it with the duplex adapter. Reconnect the cord coming from the phone into one side of the duplex adapter. Plug the phone cord into the unit's phone jack. The plug will click into place. Finally, connect the phone cable coming out of the scanner into the unused jack on the duplex adapter. The scanner is now set up to make a direct connection with World Headquarters. Refer to the Merchandiser Training Guide to find complete instructions and helpful hints for using the scanner. Be sure to thoroughly review them. Here, though, are a few key points to always observe. Never leave the scanner in your car or in an account. Never poke anything into the end of the wand. Never discard reorder tickets after you transmit an order. These tickets must be saved until the reorder arrives in the account. Do not apply heavily soaked cleaning cloths or spray cleaning liquids on your scanner. Never attempt to connect any device to your scanner that is not a part of it. Throughout the video, the Telzon scanner has been used in various applications. Now let's take a closer look at the step-by-step process for the more frequently used applications on the scanner. More detailed instructions can be found in the Merchandiser Training Guide or the POSR manual. Let's begin by looking at how to scan an order. From the main menu, select Order Entry. Choose the correct option for the type of reorder you want to do. Scan the account barcode label that contains the store's 9-digit file number or manually enter the file number. Manually entered file numbers must be entered twice. On the next screen, enter a PO number using the gray numeric keys. If the account does not require a PO number, press the red Enter key to bypass the screen. Press number 1 to choose the order option. Begin scanning the tickets. If there's no ticket, you will manually enter the pocket location. For manual ticket entries, type the cabinet letter, then use the white space key to tab over to the pocket information. Type the pocket numbers. All pocket numbers must have 3 digits. Press the white space key to advance to the revision field. To reorder the pocket, enter 3 zeros and press the red Enter button. If you are unsure if an empty pocket has been ordered, press the white space key 3 times to generate a lost ticket request. The letters LTR after the quantity indicates a pocket has been lost ticketed. Press the Enter key to complete the entry. After scanning or manually entering all of the tickets, press the blue End key. The next screen will give you a summary of the number of tickets you have entered. Record this information on your SA301 and order stratification paperwork. Press the blue End key to get to the PO verification screen. Then press Enter one more time to return to the order entry screen. Press End to return to the main menu. Transmit the order later the same day. At American Greetings, the handheld computer is the preferred method for submitting your time. Time worked should be recorded on a daily basis and no less than once a week. Do not carry time from week to week. Use the time reporting worksheet to document hours worked for the week. To begin, choose the number corresponding to time reporting from the main menu. Enter your employee number and the first 4 letters of your last name. Type in the information a second time to confirm the entry. Enter the week ending date, which will always be a Sunday. If it is correct, press the red Enter key. If it is incorrect, press the white No key and re-enter. The next screen asks for the day of the week. Enter the first 3 letters of the day of the week you wish to report time for. You are forwarded to the file number screen. Scan the store account label, which contains the store file number. Using the call code chart found in the MTG1, enter the call type. Call code information can also be found on the web application AG MerchNet or on the scheduling portion of the VRU. Verify the information that you entered. Press the red Enter key to accept the information as correct. The scanner requests your work time for that day in that store. Enter time worked in hours and minutes using 2 digits for each. Upon completion, press the Enter key to enter your time. Travel time is time spent traveling between accounts on the same day. This does not include time spent driving to the first account or from the last account home. Type in the travel time and press Enter. Verify the information before pressing the Enter key. When you have entered the time for this store, day, and call code, you have 2 options. If only one store was serviced that day, press the blue End key twice. The scanner will total the time entered for that week. It will ask if the week is complete. Press the white No key if the week is not complete. The scanner returns to the main menu. If another store was serviced on the same day, enter the file number for that store and repeat all of the time reporting steps we just reviewed. When all time for that day has been entered, press the blue End key twice. If the work week is not complete, press the white No key. Each day, follow the same procedures to enter the time worked. If the work week is complete, press the red Enter key. The main menu will appear. Once the week is marked complete, no further time can be added. Transmit your time by Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After completing any activity on the scanner, the information needs to be transmitted to AG World Headquarters. From the main menu, select Transmit Files. The scanner will ask what to transmit. Press the red Enter key to answer yes. On the Transmit Files menu, select Direct Connect. Plug the scanner into the phone jack and press the red Enter key. The screen will display the toll-free number to be dialed. Press the Enter key again. On the next screen, select Touch Tone Dial. The scanner will now flash 3 separate displays. The scanner will dial and begin transmitting. Upon successful completion, a good transmit message will appear. Press End twice and turn your scanner off. This completes the scanner section. For help with any issues, contact your supervisor or the call center.
Safety is very important at American Greetings. Our safety program was developed to protect and promote the health of all associates, customers, and others at the work site. Keep in mind, this video segment is only an overview of the program.
Please read and familiarize yourself with the entire safety section found in the Merchandiser Training Manual. Upon completion of the safety training program, associates must complete and sign a safety communications checklist found at the beginning of your training manual. These completed forms must be signed and sent to Merchandiser Operations at World Headquarters within 30 days of your hire date. It is your responsibility to understand and carefully follow all safety standards. Additionally, discuss safety with your supervisor in each and every account that you are assigned, regardless if you are a new employee or not. A key component of our safety program is communication and dialogue with store personnel. In addition to informing them of hazards you have discovered, it is your responsibility to tell them where you will be working in the account, especially if you will be working in an area that is not typical to your customary location. Another key component of our safety program is good housekeeping. Keep walking areas free of trip hazards such as electrical cords, boxes of product, trash, or cello wrappers. Wet floors are especially hazardous. Whenever a floor is wet, immediately notify store personnel to clean the area and post visible signs. Fixtures must be used properly to avoid accidents. Here are some guidelines to follow. Card drawers left open are a tripping hazard. Never leave an open drawer unattended, and never have more than one drawer open at a time. During a busy day, it's easy to get distracted and forget that you've left a drawer open. When working out of a drawer, kneel on one knee or crouch to prevent injury. Do not bend over to reach into the drawer. Regularly inspect fixtures for damages like chips, cracks, or sharp edges. Also make sure shelves connected to the wall are anchored securely. Helium tanks for inflating balloons are considered compressed gas under OSHA guidelines. While store management is responsible for their proper storage, you need to be aware of some special precautions. When standing, cylinders need to be secured with a bracket or chain to prevent them from falling. They should be stored in an area away from traffic in an upright position. Cylinders not in use must be stored with the cap on the valve. Never use a helium tank if the cap has been left off or if the tank has not been secured properly. Review cylinder labels to ensure the gas is helium. In the event the cylinder contains a gas other than helium, or if the label is unreadable, notify store management immediately. Also be sure to report any leaking or damaged cylinders. Only store employees should move helium tanks. Whenever possible, move loads with a cart or a hand truck. When a manual lift is unavoidable, use these tips. Never lift beyond your strength. Size up the load and get help if you need it. If possible, break the load down into smaller parts. Bend your knees while keeping your back straight. Use your leg muscles, not your back, to lift the object. Grip loads with your full hands as much as possible. Use your palms, not just the fingers. Lift gradually and avoid jerking and twisting.
Crowded back rooms can create hazardous environments. Here are some safety guidelines to follow.
When stacking materials on top of each other, ensure that the top materials sit securely and evenly on the cartons below. Do not place a larger item on top of a smaller item. Stacked items should not overhang each other or the shelving. Larger and heavier items should be stored on lower shelves. Smaller and lighter items on higher shelves. And never, under any circumstances, should you use a ladder on the job. Know where the nearest fire extinguisher to the card department is. Likewise, know where the fire extinguisher is in the back room in case you would need to clear a path for yourself out of the store in the event of a fire. Getting yourself safely out of a fire is the most important thing, so become familiar with all the exits near the card department. Also, familiarize yourself with at least 2 exits out of the back room. Should any exit ever be blocked, bring it to the immediate attention of store management. Report any and all accidents to risk management by calling 1-877-241-1701. Tell your area supervisor as well.
Again, I want to emphasize that this video section is just an overview of the safety section in your manual. The manual goes into much greater detail on many key issues of safety that you need to be aware of.
We hope you've enjoyed watching this training presentation. As you've learned, American Greetings truly is a company that's dedicated to helping families celebrate life's most important moments. And you, in your new role, play a part in that too. We wish you luck and success in your new career.